Yo, cousins. First of all, new cut. Who this? Second of all, I was gonna do a video recapping the last UFC that just happened. I don't remember the numbers because I already got 2 of them in mind. I got in this video. I mean, MMA Guru, all of them already made better videos than I would have made anyway. So go watch their videos if you want to watch recaps of Islam getting the title, which I thought was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. I think rewatching that video back, I think I got it right. He took a page out of Hamzat's book. Just lay on him like a freaking wet blanket, yo. That fight was pretty damn boring. I'm not gonna, very dominant, great win. He won. Just boring. It's boring. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about UFC 324 and UFC 325, yo. We're here to talk about the 2 main events of those cards. I could talk about all of the whole card of UFC 324, which I will do in a future video, but that's not it right now. Right now we're talking about the travesty that's been yo. Come on, yo. Look, I'm not mad that this fight is happening. I'm not mad that Paddy Pimblett is facing Justin Gaethje. I'm not mad at that. It's cool. Even though Justin Gaethje is on the tail end of his career, and it would, like, Paddy needs someone that's like really good if he wants to even. I don't even have him beating Ilya in my mind at all. Not at all. He hasn't faced the same competition as Ilya. Although Ilya he's one of the greatest of all time. Right now he's one of the greatest of all time. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm mad that it's for an interim lightweight title. Dana, what are we talking about? Hunter, what are we talking about? Why? Just because Ilya Topuria is going through a divorce and he's not fighting until April of 2026 doesn't mean you have to make an interim title. What are you talking about? So is this because Justin Gaethje was like, if I don't get a title, I'm just gonna retire? That's why we're doing an interim title? Are you serious? I don't see either one of these dudes beating Ilya. Honestly, it should have been Charles versus Armin part 3. They fought before? Nah, I'm bugging. Part two. Because Charles won. Charles beat Armin, and I don't want to hear it. The reason, there's so much I want to talk about in this video. Oh my goodness. Listen, it's cool that they're fighting. Paddy needed to fight Armin because he was talking a whole lot of stuff. He was talking, yo, he's still talking about Armin. He's still trying to talk to Armin, which I like. I like that. Should have been Paddy versus Armin, Paddy versus any of these guys. Paddy versus Armin, Max, or Gaethje. I'm not mad at it. He could have fought any of them. I'm not mad. It's just the fact that it's for an interim title. When freaking Ilya, come on, yo. Like, neither one of them deserve a title shot. So why are you giving them an interim title? This isn't like Kevin Lee versus Tony. Tony deserved it. Kevin Lee, not really. Tony deserved the title. He deserved the title shot. So that's when you do the interim. And I don't know what happened. I don't know what was going on back then. I don't remember what was going on, why it was interim title, and why it wasn't the actual title. Maybe it had to do with Khabib and Conor. I think that's what it was. Conor was fighting Floyd at the time. Maybe. I might be a complete clown. Anyways. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, what are we actually doing, cousin? We gotta get something different. We gotta get some, like, we can't. Why are we doing interim title? for two guys that don't deserve it. Oh, man. See, I was hitting my steering wheel. For two guys that don't deserve it. Gaethje don't deserve it. Couple fights ago, he just got flatline KO in the last 3 seconds. It was Max Bless Holloway, baby. And then he fights Fiziev. What, twice? Come on, Fiziev, come on, man. Ah, man. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, I'm the professional amateur, baby. We professionally amateur around here. But what are we doing? And then Patty's last fight was Michael Chandler. Come on. Come on. What are we talking about? He's fighting Michael Chandler, who didn't Gaethje beat him? Hold on. Hold on. I'm pretty sure Gaethje beat him. Michael Chandler versus Justin Gaethje.
Michael Chandler fought Justin Gaethje at UFC.
Who won?
Gaethje won by unanimous decision.
Gaethje won by unanimous decision. He won unanimously. That fight was a banger though. They were going back and forth. And Patty was never in that much danger. But you gotta realize that fight was, when did that fight take place? Hold on. Did I say 2021? November 2021. It's 2025. That was 4 years ago. Michael Chandler is not the same Michael Chandler he was back then. Then again, I think Patty still would have beat him. I'm not gonna lie. I think he still would have beat him. Patty's really good. He's good he's okay on the feet. He likes to throw that leg kick too much, and he likes to throw it too close. So dudes with power in the hands, which Gaethje has, he can put them out. Damn, I need to stop hitting my. All right, I accidentally stopped the recording, but Patty likes to throw that calf kick a little bit too close. He tends to get hit, and especially with his chin up in the air, you don't want to get hit by Gaethje. Gaethje at any age can put you out. You know what I mean? I think he's still gonna get choked out second round. If not the first round. Nah, I think Patty will stand with him a little bit in the first. And Gaethje might stuff a few takedowns, but once Patty gets the takedown, I think he's just gonna submit him. I think he's gonna submit him with a rear naked choke, kind of like how Khabib did. I'm bugging, not Khabib, Charles. I feel like I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen. Another travesty. Dana, Hunter, UFC 325. Alexander Volkanovski. All right, so we're great. It's great so far. Versus Diego Lopez. 2. What are we doing? I know Volk isn't the same Volk that we've known, but come on. There's so many other featherweights that we could have done, yo. Diego, he TKO'd Gene Silva. All right, good job. All right, cool. With a spinning back elbow. Bow. Crazy. He did not mean to land that. I don't want to hear that. Diego Lopez. If you ever watched his video, like any video with him, like even Nina Drama, yeah, I used to watch Nina Drama. Now I think she's like, eh. But in every single video that he's in, he goes, Diego Lopez. But anyways, yo, come on, yeah. And it was a closer fight with him and Volkanovski. People were saying that Volk was running the whole time, which, I mean, if you count footwork and like being defensively aware, running away, then sure. But I watched the fight live. I didn't complain about it. I thought it was an entertaining fight. Volk got knocked down. I was annoyed with Diego's performance because he seemed really timid. it honestly seemed like the moment got to him a little bit. I mean, I'm pretty sure that was his first 5-rounder, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, shoot, maybe he was being a little bit more hesitant because he didn't want to blow his gas tank. I think this fight, I mean, it's still an interesting matchup because, like, Diego could do it. He could win. But Volk is really, really good still. Like, yo, GOAT level status. Still, at, how old is he now? Like, he's either like 38. He might be 38. Alexander Volkanovski. Yeah, I'm one of those people, cousin. He's 37. He just turned 37. At featherweight, that is kind of old for like heavyweight. That's not, I mean, it is whatever. 37. Diego Lopez is really good, and he's only gonna get better because of the Gene Silva camp, and now he's gonna have camp for this one. Just kind of disappointing. You want to see something new, you know what I mean? Mozart Evloev, but there's other I don't know other featherweights. I'm not gonna lie, like, or what the rankings are. I know that he was number 1 though, because a lot of people were saying, "Oh yeah, he's next," and it's like right now the UFC. I was about to say the sport, but I mean the UFC really is the sport of MMA. I'm not gonna lie, like, let's be real. But it's turning into like a popularity contest. Who's more popular than this person? Like, oh, these are the most popular guys, so let's put them there. And it's not really following like the rankings. Like, it used to be about the rankings, but now it's not. Now it's more popularity based, and I don't really like that. I mean, like, Sean O'Malley is a perfect example. He was given the fight with Petr Yan. Him and Paddy Pimblett. I'm not gonna lie, I should have mentioned him first, since this video is about him too. He lost against Petr Yan. Low key. And they still gave it to him. And before the fame got to his brain, he was like, I don't know, I gotta watch it back. And then even when he watched it back, he's like, I don't think I won that. Wait, that's a bold-faced lie. Here's what probably happened. In the moment he was in the interview, he was still like rattled by adrenaline, and he's still real. So he was like, I gotta watch it back. But even then, like, if you say, oh, I gotta watch it back, I know it was a close one, you didn't win. You know what I mean? Like, come on, like, either you won it or you didn't. Like, depending on, obviously it is a sport at the end of the day, so there's rules, like significant strikes and all that. I've watched videos on it. I'm pretty sure every single one said that Petr Yan won. But regardless of that, it should have been Petr versus Aljamain. Actually, no, that also might have been a thing, because Petr already fought Aljo twice. I don't think they wanted to do the trilogy, even though it's technically 1-1. Aljo was getting his ass handed to him in the first one until that illegal knee was crazy though. He was playing it up to the max. He was really, really acting that. But at first he was like, yo, because that knee, you're on your knees, pause, and then boom, he said, boom, he put his head into it too, pause on all of that. That would hurt anybody, and Aljo was already getting whooped. He was the backpack for the second fight though. He was the backpack. So he got it back. He got it, I was about to say back in blood. He got it back in sport. You know what I mean? But I got way off track. I don't like how the MMA is turning into this. How I just said the MMA, the UFC is turning into this. Maybe I'll make that in a different video, but it's just a travesty. What are we doing? So, like, yeah, they're fire fights. Cool. But it's not right. There's no point of the rankings then. Like, no one would You know what I mean? No one cares. No one cares about the rankings anymore. And it's like, that's not right. If we're gonna be a sport, we gotta be a sport. Like, I forget who said it, but that's like saying, like, last year, no, we're gonna give it to the Pacers instead of OKC because we like them better, or because they're the more popular team. It's like, what are we talking about? No, that doesn't work. Or, and I didn't want to use the exact analogy, but it was, oh, we're gonna the Pacers won, even though dang, I don't even remember. Man, cut that out. Anyways, like, we can't be doing this. We can't be doing this. If you're gonna do certain things by the sport, the whole thing has to be accounted for. You know what I mean? I can't, like, that's messed up. That's really, really messed up. And honestly, a lot of people saying about Armin, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. I almost forgot about it. Armin Sarukian. Yes, he submitted Dan Hooker, okay? Yeah, he did that. But that's Dan Hooker, though. No disrespect to Dan, because I low-key thought he had a puncher's chance, and I didn't watch this fight. I did not watch it. Honestly, I don't know what I was doing at the time. I might have been working. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was at the museum. I was at the museum. I was looking at stuff, yo. Museum, you know that one place in with Ben Stiller? I was at that museum. No, I wasn't. But Armin Sarukian. People are saying that Ilya's ducking him. Are you bugging? What are we talking about? What are we really talking about? Yo, Armin Sarukian sat out a year and a half over his back, yo. Over that, yo, it's one of two things. Someone's lying. Someone's lying, because Armin said it was his back, that he injured his back. Cousin, he definitely did it in that Nina Drama video. If you know MMA and you watch it on YouTube and stuff, you know what I'm talking about. He was doing that weird back bend thing for Nina. It was some weird stuff. I was like, damn, that looked like it hurt. Literally, I watched it when it was uploaded. Cousin. I was like, yo, calm down. You have a fight in the next couple days. The next couple days, yo. He pulls out, what, a day before? He doesn't even weigh in. The point is, he did it after that interview was uploaded. He did it after it was over, because it was fight week. I forget exactly what day it was, but he didn't even weigh in. People thought it was also a weight issue. Now you have to take in consideration if it really was a weight issue, because he never weighed in. Why did you sit out a year and a half? You know what I mean? So was it actually your back? And if it was, it definitely happened in that thing. Because if you knew you had a back thing, like something wrong with your back, why would you be doing those movements, cousin? Don't play with me. You can't get past me, cousin. Sarukian. You 5'7". I'm 6'2". Yo, that dude's solid muscle, though. I'm not gonna lie. He's solid dude. It's weird. Well, listen. I didn't see Armin beating Islam. I don't see Armin beating Ilya. And people call me crazy for that. I was putting some comments, and I was commenting back to people like that were just like saying that I was glazing Ilya for thinking that Ilya would probably walk through Armin. What are we talking about? Ilya's on a GOAT trend of knockouts, yo. What are you talking about? Volk, Max, Charles, back to back to back? What are we talking about? Really? Man. I want to sip of my water, but it's propped up. I'm using my phone. I have it propped up. But what are we really talking about, yo? People talking about Ilya's running from Armin because he's trying to freaking fight Islam for a GOAT fight for the pound for pound, and we're talking about, oh, because he's not gonna defend until April. we're just gonna do an interim title. Interim title, Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje. Interim lightweight title. What are we talking about? So when do we care about the rankings then? If we're doing that, why are we doing these two? These two are not, come on, yo. So the rankings mean nothing. If this is the case, the rankings mean nothing. But then it's a double standard because you want to go on Ilya and say, oh, well, I mean, he's not gonna defend it. We're not gonna give him the Islam fight. We're gonna have Islam go up since Bilal Muhammad lost, because you know they don't want the same kind of dudes fighting each other. They're really not even. I mean, is Bilal part of Team Habib? Is he? I don't even know. I know he used to train with them, but like I didn't know that he was like actually part of their team. So I don't know, but it was still like, oh yo, brother, we're not gonna fight each other, brother. Or in Bilal's case, yeah, man, we're not gonna fight each other. We're not gonna fight each other. But it's a double standard, though. What are we doing? What are we doing? People trash Ilya, and I know his movements nowadays are, but like, yo, as a fighter, he can't be touched, yo. Do I think Ilya beats Islam at 170 though? Hell no. I'm not gonna lie. Islam looked huge. He looked like a big dude, and Ilya's a small dude. Even at 170, even at 155, Charles was kind of bullying him, son. Don't let him bully you, son. He was kind of bullying him a little bit. And when Islam fought Charles at 155, that's not what it looked like. That's not what it looked like to me. But I mean, it was a glove pull. You know what I mean? It was a glove grab to do the throw, which, yo, come on now. I'm tapped in, cousin. But hey, ooh, my Volk. But alright. Yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts. I wanted to make this under 15 minutes, but I stopped the recording by accident and I resumed. This is now 15 minutes, which is just despicable. Maybe I should get a script next time. But I'm gonna have my boys edit this, so it should be like better quality and like, yo, you know what I mean? Kind of cool stuff. But yeah, that's some of my thoughts. I'm hoping I'm not forgetting anything. But yeah, we need, yo, make the UFC great again. I'm joking. All right, cousins. Oh my gosh. This is what I get. All right. I'll catch you in the next one. See, I just thought of like, I never say that. I'm also thinking like, my arm looks kind of nice. All right, I need to stop this. Bye, y'all.